The United Nations is optimistic its team will meet the deadline to destroy all of Syria's chemical weapons by the end of June. The first consignment of the most toxic chemicals has left the country a week after its scheduled departure. The head of the joint mission from the UN and the Organization of the Prohibition of Chemical Weapons spent the morning briefing the Security Council at the UN headquarters. CCTV's Nick Harper has more on the report from New York.
Finally out to sea, the Danish and Norwegian ships taking the first load of chemical weapons away from Syria. Escorted by the Chinese frigate, the Chem, the arms are making their way across the Mediterranean to Italy, where the most dangerous materials will be transferred to a US ship for destruction. In New York, after briefing the Security Council, the head of the mission to rid Syria of chemical weapons, Sigrid Kaag, said this first shipment was a crucial step forward.
It is an unprecedented effort. It is novel, under very sad circumstances, and that always needs to be remembered. And this movement is very important as it is a first important step in an expected process of continued movement for the onward destruction out of country.
The stockpiles have been collected and transported to the coast, and the chemical-making equipment destroyed. But a customs strike, snow in the Middle East, and security issues meant the team missed the December 31st deadline of removing the deadliest arms from the country. However, Kaag says achieving all the mission has so far is, in itself, impressive.
When you look at all these factors combined, it's actually still a remarkable achievement that almost everything is now in country, is being pre-positioned, and is already being used. Hence, the first movement could actually take place.
It comes as the UN's children's aid agency, UNICEF, tries to raise $1 billion to help Syria's children, 1 million of whom now live as refugees outside their country. Another 3 million displaced children are inside Syria.
If you want to get children out of a labour situation, then education is the answer. But it costs money. And that's why, we're asking for a lot of money. It sounds like a lot of billion, but I tell you now, that'll go very quickly if and when we get it.
Sigrid Kaag said on Wednesday that she saw no reason to believe that delays would stop the team from destroying all the chemical weapons by the end of June deadline. But she did comment on the unpredictability of the country, saying the security situation in Syria can shift from day to day. Nick Harper, CCTV, New York.